What's going on YouTube? It's your buddy. Welcome to What's Up in the Sky 37 channel online at www.whatsupinthesky.com. Come sign up for the website over there. It's free. Join the forum. All sorts of good pictures being swapped on there. Banter coming back and forth. Space news. All sorts of good stuff. The people over there are awesome. I had this picture sent to me more than I've had a picture sent in a long time. It is one of the latest from the Curiosity rover. I'm going to show you where we got it from here. I do believe it's from Sol 997. Yeah, this is fresh off the rover. It's from one of the, I think this was one of the Has cams. I'm not 100% sure. Let's see here. Of course, I don't have it exactly on it, but it was one of the, let's see, MSL RAW project, MSL redrop surface camera. Basically, it was, yep, it was NLB. So it was a Navicam left, the B. So this is what we're looking at down here. Everybody wanted me to point this thing out over here. Check this out. It's pretty cool. Now I've got it pulled up a couple different ways. I basically got it how it came from NASA, which is pretty spot on how it is just in general. Taking a look at it, I did a little bit of pulling out so you could see some of the details behind it. And this is where everybody was staring at. They wanted me to take a look at this piece right here because it almost looks like a carving that has, you can definitely see through it, whatever it is. It looks like well, it actually looks like something that's sitting there and it's been carved out or something along those lines. Very interesting. You can't tell back here. It kind of blends into the back, whether it almost looks like it's got a little roof on it or it's hiding under something there. But what's really cool about it is if you come check out down here, look at some of the marks and stuff down in here. It's like it's got these straight. It almost looks like this stuff was just carved into it. It looks like it's been done recently. Like if this stuff was weathered, sand and stuff blown over top of it, you don't think it would be there like that. See that cross in there though? It's not a perfect cross, but it seems to be like tracks of something there. Very hard to tell. These aren't the most high quality images from this rover, from these cameras, but they're definitely quality enough to get some decent shots from and to be able to, navigate the machines and stuff like that. And as we go up this wall, check some of this cool stuff out up here. Um, you got this piece that comes out. It's got this perfect circle right there in the middle of it. And the one right under it has another perfect circle. What would the odds of nature doing that? Throwing two circles that look like they had something. And it looks like, if you check out down here, there's another one. It looks like these little, whatever this little spear is right there, would have fit into here or here. That's just my opinion. I see what I see. You see what you see. That's how I roll with my channel here. And as we roll on up, look at this stuff. Tell me this doesn't look like the side of a mountain. It definitely had some ornate pictures, pieces to it. Um, as we get closer and closer to Mount Sharp, the more cooler things we're finding. What's going on up here? Check this out. This almost looks like a mailbox. And then here's what I thought was really cool. This almost looked like a couple pieces um, of stuff that's kind of looking up into the air. And I say that, and I'm not, here you got some blur in the middle of it. See here, where I've even tried to pull it out myself. Here, this is a little bit better. I've done a good job. But here was already blurred out. There was not much I could do with that. But here next to it, and here right next to that, let me zoom on in there for you guys. You can see that this is fairly well. Um, when you zoom in on mine, I've got a 26-inch screen. It just looks like a bunch of a whole bunch of blur. But I know if you're looking at it on a smaller screen or whatnot, it doesn't look like that. But look at the little circle, like the pixels in there that are just missing. Um, Interesting stuff. See how it kind of matches over here? Like this side almost matches up with that side over there. Up here you got more. This comes up and over. Just a very interesting piece. And I call this like this thing, and each of the view. Let's see, I'll add the other one. You still see it there. Check it out. It looks like it's got a circular piece right there. Let me bring it down. This is how NASA sent it out. And isn't that a shame that all I had to do was just hit the sharpen key one time and that came out just like this. It's amazing what gets hidden from us. Look at the S, perfect S's right here. Um, we've been talking about these S's we see all the time on this planet. They're everywhere. Either the rocks there must have loved to grow in little S's, or that was a shape or something that they use an awful lot for, I don't know, art. maybe it is some sort of vegetation, something along those lines. Um, but kind of look at this whole thing here. Like I said, this is kind of cool. Like I said, if you check this out and you really hit pause and take a look at it, look at this piece that kind of comes rolling around down here. It almost looks like a little snake coming up through there. I'd love to see a couple of these pictures in a row. Here you've got pieces that come out. They look like they're just been worked on. Um, as we move up the picture here and keep moving right along, we are going to see more and more. This is kind of interesting here. Like I said, this thing next to it, tell me that doesn't look like it's got two eyes and a mouth. Um, of course, it's got the two eyes and the mouth. And here would be a little arm holding up this little guy right there. Now, some of my buddies are going to say that's definitely like a little alien holding up things, and I don't believe that. But I certainly will not. I'm not going to. In my head, I do not let anything say, "Oh, that's impossible," because the stuff that I would think is impossible is anything's possible. We don't know how life could evolve on Mars. Just because you think the weather there or the way things are couldn't evolve like that on Mars means absolutely nothing. We don't know how life evolves on other planets. We have not been on another planet. None of us have stepped a foot on one. Until we do that, maybe we'll find out. Maybe we'll find out that, in other solar systems and even in our own solar system that things evolve much differently on each planet. Given maybe life is the constant, and no matter what your jelly or your primordial soup is, you have something grow out of it. Silicon based, carbon based, whatever. But anyway, check this out. Tell me this doesn't look like a platform that's got some pretty interesting looking pieces just kind of setting on top of it. A very interesting picture for such a random small picture from these saws. The latest ones are getting better and better, but these are some of the ones you really got to look for. They're little jewels that are just kind of stuck in there. Here you got, I mean, look at I mean, check this out. It looks almost like branches or something along those lines. And I won't go too far as that to say exactly what I think a lot of this stuff is, because who knows? Like I said, that's why I love to hear you guys speculate as well. Um, this is where it was lightened up a little bit so you could see just a little bit what was in the shadows. I thought that was something I wanted to do because you could pull out some of the, look at this right here. This, whatever this little piece is right here coming off of here, it comes back to a little point. Even here, you got like what looks like a drill mark in there, and it comes out with a little tube. See, tell me it doesn't look like a tube coming out from the back of that drill mark and just disappearing into whatever this the conglomerate of stuff is up here, whatever it is, to say the least. Pretty interesting stuff as we go back down here. Once again, let's take a look at this little piece right here because this is pretty cool. Um, this is where I try to clean it up. That's why it looks like that. Here's it darker where you can never see it. You definitely can see through it, whatever it is. It's got an arch to it that's, you can look right through it. There's a whole bunch of stuff around it. And then you've got this piece right here that tell me this doesn't look like tracks of something or something that was just kind of carved in there. And like I said, so many people have sent me this picture in the last week. And the last couple of days, actually, I had to get to it. This was like, um, I don't have my email up, or I would thank you guys. Moish, I think, was the one name. My buddy John sent it over. Christopher sent it over. Um, Chell will probably be getting to it soon if he hasn't got to it. All my good guys from space, and I'm sure that we're even looking at this. I'm sure Neville's got this up on a Gigapan by now. My buddy was over at the Mars Moon Space Photo Club, Executive Mars Imaging, all that good stuff. I'm sure they've got plenty of good stuff of this already. But what in the world do you think this is? The background looks so put into it. It's so hard to tell if this looks like this is part of the background or not, or if this is just hidden under whatever that is. So comment below, let me know what you guys think. As always, trying to bring you some interesting stuff. What's up in the sky 37? Come join the website. We got lots of subscribers. If you haven't seen one of my videos before, make sure you hit subscribe. We got all sorts of stuff going on here, and We've got some good moon stuff coming up here too. Also up here, I don't even know which to put in the between this hole right here, that thing right there, this wild thing, these pieces up here, or this thing. You know, looks like something coming out of a habitat. What to use as my thumbnail. All right, guys. Once again, my name is Will. Hopefully, come check the website out. As always, love you guys so much. I don't think we'd ever hit 7 million views without you all, especially you guys that keep coming back, checking out my videos. You guys are the ones that are the best. Much love. Peace.